Watch this. One single prompt, a request for a working solar system simulation, and what comes back is not a rough sketch. It is a fully animated, adjustable, realistic model with orbits and stars, built end-to-end from one sentence. No follow-up corrections needed. This is Grok 4.5, the newest and strongest model to come out of the team behind Grok, and it was built specifically around a different goal than the chat assistant most people already know. It was trained on real developer session data instead of just general text, and that single choice changes what it is actually good at. Before we go further, tap like on this video and drop a comment telling me what you would build first if one prompt could actually finish it. It helps this video reach more people who are still stuck fixing AI output by hand instead of getting it right the first time. Here is why this actually works, and it is not just a bigger version of the same model. Most AI models are trained mainly on general text scraped from the internet, which makes them broadly knowledgeable, but often clumsy at real structured engineering work. Grok 4.5 was trained in part on genuine developer session data, meaning the actual pattern of how a real person plans a task, switches between files, and works through a problem step by step, not just isolated snippets of finished code. That is why it finishes real tasks in noticeably fewer steps than comparable models, using roughly 4 times fewer output tokens on identical benchmark tasks, which in plain terms means it gets to a correct, complete answer faster, instead of wandering through extra back and forth. I only share methods that I test myself, so let's actually open this up and walk through how to use it properly. If you already have a Super Grok or Premium Plus subscription, open Grok on the website or inside the X app and look at the model picker near the input box. You will usually see an option called Auto, which lets the system pick a model for you. But for anything that actually matters, manually select Grok 4.5 directly instead of leaving that decision to Auto, since Auto does not guarantee you get the newest, strongest option every single time. If you're in a region where the newest model hasn't fully rolled out yet, you may briefly see the previous version instead. That's expected during a staged release and typically resolves within days, not something broken on your end. Let's walk through a real example of where this model genuinely shines. Say you have a long, messy specification document, a contract, or a technical report, and you need to actually understand it, not just skim it. Upload the document and ask a specific question about it, something like what obligations a particular section actually creates. And because this model was built to hold a long line of reasoning across a large amount of text without losing the thread, it tracks the details across the whole document instead of only answering based on the first few pages it happened to focus on. Here's a second example that shows the other side of what makes this model different. Say you want an actual tool, not a description of one, something like a small interactive page or a simple app idea you've been sitting on. Describe exactly what it should do and how it should look in one detailed prompt, the same way you would brief a real developer. And because this model was trained specifically on real building workflows, it tends to produce something genuinely functional on the first attempt, instead of a rough draft you have to rebuild from scratch. Here is the mistake that trips up almost everyone during their first week with this model, so pay attention here. People leave the model picker on auto and assume they're automatically getting the newest, most capable option every time they open a new chat, then wonder why results feel inconsistent from one session to the next. Auto is built for convenience, balancing speed and cost behind the scenes. So if you specifically want this model's strengths in coding, in long documents, in multi-step tasks, select it by name rather than trusting Auto to guess that this particular request deserves the strongest option. Here is the golden tip, and this is what actually separates someone who gets average results from someone who gets genuinely sharp ones. This model gives you direct control over how much it actually thinks before answering through a reasoning setting most people never touch. Try this specific approach. For a quick, simple question, a lighter reasoning setting gets you a fast answer without wasted time. But for anything genuinely complex, a multi-step coding task, a document with real stakes, a decision you actually need to get right, bump that setting up manually before you send the request, because a model given permission to actually think longer produces a noticeably more careful, more accurate result than the same model rushed through on default settings. I test new AI deals every week. If a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. One more thing worth knowing before you dive in. This model can also act as a genuine browsing agent, meaning it can navigate the actual open web and interact with pages the way a person would, not just search and summarize. So treat that capability the same way you would treat handing someone your open browser. Review what it is about to do before you let it act on anything involving accounts, purchases, or sensitive information. If watching one prompt finish a full working project just changed what you expect from AI, subscribe now, because next video I am putting this exact model head-to-head against the current top coding assistant on the same real task, no script, to see which one actually wins when it counts.